Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be based on a question that somebody asked me through a comment on either Facebook or YouTube. And they were asking, how do I stop anticipating the pain? And what she said was, it's kind of like when I anticipate it, I almost will it into existence. So it's a great question. Got the glasses on because I made a couple of notes. I want to make sure I cover up a couple of points without missing anything. But before I dive into the subject, let's take a couple of breaths. If you would breathe with me. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Breathe in the awareness. Exhale the sleepwalking through life. Breathe in the knowledge. Exhale the doubt, the uncertainty. So, how do you stop anticipating the pain or the symptoms? That's a really common problem. A lot of people struggle with that. Because, you wake up in the morning and you go, oh, here we go again. You're anticipating it. And the first thing I'll tell you is, number one, why you don't want to anticipate the symptoms or the pain. There's something called predictive coding. I learned this from Dr. Howard Schubner. Thank you, Howard. Predictive coding basically means whatever you expect, the brain can create it out of thin air. So if you're feeling good, but you expect to hurt when you, go sit in a seat at the office or something, the brain's going to go, uh-oh, it's time to hurt. Here you go. Here's the pain you requested. Right? It's called predictive coding. So that's primarily why you want to, if possible, break that expectation cycle that you might be stuck in. And a lot of that feeds into the conditioned response concept, right? Sarno talked about that some people have a conditioned response. Some people, it's bizarre. Everybody's different, so don't try to compare yourself to this. But some people are like, I feel great in the morning, but by the afternoon, man, my pain kicks in. Or I feel horrible in the morning, but by nighttime it starts to ease up. Those are conditioned responses, and very quickly the brain becomes programmed to expect things. And based on this concept of predictive coding, when you expect something, what happens? The brain creates it out of thin air. So what do we actually do about that? How do we break that cycle, or that loop, if you will? Well, first of all, everything starts with awareness, right? In this case, awareness of your thoughts, awareness of where you're placing your attention, awareness of the fact that you're actually expecting, based on your thoughts and emotions and your physical movements, you're expecting it to hurt. I know in my case, if I was sitting somewhere for a long time, sitting on a couch, and I went to get up, I expected it to hurt when I stood up. I'd have to stretch my back. So awareness is key in really the entire recovery process, because if you're not aware of what you're doing, you're never going to be able to make the subtle, gentle shifts to try to change what's going on, rewrite the script, if you will. So first thing is awareness. And what I will say is if you're aware of yourself having all these fearful, catastrophic thoughts, one of my common themes is you don't have to believe your thinking. You really don't have to believe your own thinking. So the first thing you want to do once you become aware of the fact that you're expecting these things is calmly reassure yourself and say, no, I'm good. I got this. I don't have to hurt. There's no reason for me to hurt. There's nothing wrong with my body. I've done the investigations. I know it's TMS. I know it's perceived danger pain. There's nothing dangerous happening on. In my case, I'm just standing up from the couch, stretching out a little bit. That does not need to hurt. There's nothing bad happening there. So calm reassurance. And you come up with your own words, but that's the general gist of it. Calmly reassure yourself that you're fine. And then I'll say, visualize or focus on what it is that you want. So, before I'd get up off the couch, I started with this little mantra saying, I'm good, and then I'd get up. I wouldn't sit there worrying about getting up and wondering how much it's going to hurt me when I do get up, and then dreading it, and then starting to get a little mini anxiety attack thinking about getting up and knowing it's going to hurt. No, I tried to shift that. And what I did was I got to the point where I could say, oh, I want to get up. I'm good. And I stood up. And I'm not saying it was instantaneously shutting off the pain. That's not what happened. But I was able to influence the pain levels significantly with simply that quick, I'm good, that quick little message saying, I'm safe, I'm good, I got this, right? And without waiting and postponing the standing up process, I had a lot less time to expect the pain, and therefore the brain didn't sense as much danger because I didn't give it an opportunity to. So, that's really important, is to visualize what you want, a little bit of self-talking, go, right? And this process takes a little bit of patience and practice. Nothing happens instantly. I did a video not too long ago. It's a process, not a light switch. And funny enough, I had one person say, I was yelling at you through the computer. It's not a light switch, it's a dimmer switch. Well, I thought that was pretty funny. So thank you for sharing that. But I think it's important. Calm reassurance. Visualize what you want, which is you moving and doing things and feeling fine after you eat, for example, or if you walk through the mall and you smell some perfume, visualize yourself before you ever get out of the car to go into the mall, being able to go, it's just perfume. It's not going to kill me. It's not a big deal, right? Visualize the outcome you want, and you're much more likely to bring that into fruition, because if predictive coding is what it is, that the brain can create whatever it is you expect, I wonder what would happen if you started to expect feeling good. I'd venture to say with a little bit of practice and consistency, you're going to start feeling good more often than not. So this stuff takes practice. It's not something you can get the first time you try it. You might be surprised that you can influence the pain in the right direction, but it may not go away completely, right away. But what you're finding is a lot of my videos are all about getting straight up here, nothing to do with the body. It's all about getting the mind set right, the accurate knowledge, the clarity, the certainty, making a decision that you're not going to freak out, right? These are the commonalities of most of my videos. And this one here is really to just say, if you want to make a shift from expecting pain to expecting the best, awareness is the start. You really got to start there, because without awareness, you're not going to get anywhere. Predictive coding is why we want to change the expectation, right? The brain can create whatever we expect out of thin air. So if we expect to hurt, the brain can create that even though there's no physical, structural, anatomical reason for it, right? So once you've got that awareness and you notice yourself expecting it, calmly reassure yourself that no, that does not have to happen. Start to visualize what you want, and then, don't procrastinate doing whatever it is that you're expecting or fearing might hurt you, right? So institute that I'm good technique. Super simple, fraction of a second. Got to get up, I'm good, and move. And that's as simple as it is. You can't stop your negative thoughts. You can't, but you don't have to give them a lot of significance either. And you can proactively start to think about and expect something better or different or pain-free for that matter. So let me know what you guys and gals think. Please comment below. And let me know, do you guys expect your pain all the time? And if so, try instituting this. Become more aware of what's going on so that you can calmly reassure yourself that it doesn't have to happen. You can start to focus on what you want and visualize that actually happening. And then you can take quicker action towards whatever movement. So if you lay in bed for 20 minutes worrying about, oh God, it's going to hurt, it's going to hurt, it's going to hurt, let me stay in bed longer, you're really just building up the fear and the anticipation and the expectation of pain. It's much more likely that your brain's going to deliver that to you on a silver breakfast platter. So, move quicker. Subtle command, I'm good, right? I'm good. Visualize it first. Expect the best. Reassure yourself that you're going to be okay. But it all starts with the awareness that, oh, I'm actually expecting to hurt. And then the decision to actually change that. So I love you guys and gals. That's all I got for you today. And we will see you tomorrow. Take care.